having money alone does not qualify you to be my client.
Okay.
Because there are people who have the money but also do not have the willpower to execute.
Yeah.
I get my satisfaction from seeing you actually implement the thing and getting the results, right?
Patty, Patience Sangmo,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Can you tell us about
I care about your transformation more than the money that you're giving me.
So how was the response when you launched Patty the Strategist? Was that's the name you started with?
Yes, that's the name I started with. My very first launch, nobody signed up.
So what would you define a business brand as?
I love to say that a brand is what your customers say you are.
Okay.
A lot of times, if you are new to me, depending on the level that you are on, take one course first. Understand how I operate. A lot of people don't like how I operate. You also need that discipline. I'm not just somebody you are chatting with about business. I need to be able to instill that discipline that you are lacking. That discipline you are lacking is what's affecting your business. Let's say you want to position yourself as a luxury brand. You lose out on some people, but that is a plus for you.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the business of your dreams. So today I have another guest for our business chat, and she's someone really dear to me. She's Patty the Strategist. I'm sure most of you know her. She's actually my personal business coach. Yes, I've brought my business coach here. And she's a brand strategist. I'm sure most of you know her. She has been on social media imparting so much wisdom, helping so many businesses. And I'm truly honored to have her today on the business of your dreams. Hi, Patty.
Hi, Blessing.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you for actually making time. I know I actually had to pull her from a personal retreat. That's what we were just talking about earlier. She mentions at the beginning of every year, she takes time off. Social media detox. I've never done this before, actually. I'm wondering if I can actually do it.
I challenge you. I'm going to add it to your tasks for Q1.
So is it that you just like shut everything off? You go off social media?
Yes. So I think I started this practice in 2023. And I realized that it really helped me with so many things, like planning for the year, seeking direction and clarity, because there's so much noise and there's so much that influences your thoughts when you are actively in the day-to-day, especially in running the business. But it's just like taking 2 steps back and watching things, how the year performed and how you move forward. So completely off Instagram, off WhatsApp. The only place you can reach me is iMessage, and that's mainly because I can't switch off the mobile data.
So you're still using your phone?
Yes, I'm using my phone, but
what are you
not
doing?
Connected to the internet.
It's not connected to the internet?
Yeah.
So what are you doing on the phone?
My notes. So my life is in my notes app. I have a lot of things in my notes. So if I can decide not to use my phone because it's on my Mac as well. So I can use it on my Mac. But usually maybe I want to use the Bible app or something. That's why I would usually have my phone.
Maybe catching up on things that you have not really been having enough. Is it basically that? Or it's more like just a time alone for you to reflect?
Yes. Time alone to reflect, evaluate how the year had been, and also to fill my tank. Because I am very introverted. Yes.
You have a low social battery.
Yes. So there are time I need to, when I've had a peak performance period, I need to wind down and then defrost.
I get that.
And then come back, because the last quarter had been intense. So crazily, I don't do it only at the beginning of the year. I do it quarterly. Or I pace it when I see that they had been back to back to back to back. Then I'll take some. The least should be like 3 days. Just get grounded.
My husband hears this, he'll be so excited, because I can't, honestly. But
you can.
It's something I think I should definitely do, because sometimes I find myself very overwhelmed. Like this, I think since I came back to Ghana in October, it's been a lot. Sometimes Ghana is a lot.
Yes.
I'm actually looking forward to going back to Denmark, because there's not too much going on. You can sit down and actually do what you want to do. You can read your books. Because Ghana, you don't even get Accra is
Once you pick
busy.
up your
You
phone.
know, it's so busy,
Yeah.
especially Christmas time. So it's actually really very smart, and also to spend time with God,
Yes.
get to like some of your to-do, some of your personal to-dos,
Yes.
your goals, write down your
Yes.
goals and
Yes.
reflect on them.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's something I definitely have to do. Maybe I have to do it bit by bit, maybe not complete shut
So
down from
what you
social
can
media.
do is
Yeah.
you start winning yourself of
Yeah.
social media before you actually go, because when you go off,
Yeah.
it takes you a while for your body to process that you are no
Yes.
longer.
You know, because
Yeah.
you're there
You
unconsciously.
pick up your phone and it
Yeah.
happens to me. I pick muscle memory. You pick up your phone
Yeah.
and you are looking for the Instagram app.
Yeah.
So I don't keep the app on my phone. You know, some people will log out. I delete it. So you find Instagram on my phone. You find Snapchat. You won't find any of that.
It's
So
like you're punishing yourself.
yes,
But it's
yeah,
like for a greater purpose,
yes,
like for a
yeah,
greater cause.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
You boy, you know we haven't even introduced Patty, and in the first 10 minutes, she has given us so many gems. So, Patty, Patience Sangmo,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Can you tell us about you
Mhm.
from Patience the baby or Patience the 5-year-old till Patty the strategist that we know now?
That's an interesting
Yeah.
trajectory. So I come from a family of I had 6 siblings. So a big family. We're like
Yeah.
8. We live big family. Some of my cousins lived with us, aunts, uncles lived with us. So I've always been in amongst people.
Okay.
However, I'm the last born, and the age intervals were huge. So I spent a lot of time by myself.
Yeah.
So I think a lot. I imagine a lot. I dream a lot because it's always me
Yeah.
and my books. I used to read a lot.
Yeah.
And so I grew up in Akosombo, born, bred in Akosombo. So I went to Akosombo International School for basic school. So
Yeah.
from KG through to JHS.
Okay.
And then all my siblings went to school outside of Accra, like
Okay.
secondary school. So
Yeah.
I said outside of Akosombo.
Okay.
So I told myself that I also want to see life outside of Akosombo.
Yeah.
So my dad could have decided to pay. It was going to be a sacrifice for him to pay AIS fees secondary level, but he would have done that for
Yeah.
me. But I just said, no, I want to go to another school.
Yeah.
Another thing was that if I stay in Akosombo, I wasn't going to go to the boarding school. Because like, what's the point? There's a bus that's picking you every morning and
Yeah.
dropping you after school. So why do you need to go? And I needed to experience the boarding life.
But
So
sorry to cut you. That's something really amazing to discover at such a young age, because most of the time people don't excel where they are.
yes,
But where they are born.
Yes.
Like you need to step out and
Yes.
experience something.
yes.
Yeah. So
I think I had noticed that pattern.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that I noticed it at that age.
yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't want to live this lifestyle.
I see what you mean.
I don't want to be here. So
Yeah.
let me step out. It's
Yeah.
after I step out that I'll know what's out there.
Yeah.
So I went to secondary school. I went to Tema Secondary School.
Yeah.
And from Tema Secondary School, actually, I wanted to read law.
Oh.
So I applied to Legon and then KNUST.
Yeah.
But my year group was the year that had the 3-year, 4-year.
That's
people
my year group
graduated the same year.
And were you
So-
3 or 4?
3.
I was 4. That's my year group.
So
too.
that year you realize that
Yeah.
a lot of us didn't get into uni that year because it's like double the
Yes,
number
yes,
of people
yes, true.
going to uni. So
Yeah,
a lot of
that's
people
true.
didn't get into uni.
Yeah.
So I didn't get into Legon, though my results were good. I didn't get into Legon, neither did I get into tech.
Okay.
Then I got a text from Ghana Telecom University.
Yeah.
No, I got a text from KNUST that they're
Yeah.
affiliated with Ghana Technology University. So I can check them out. I checked their programs and I saw IT business.
Okay.
I said, okay. Me, I only decided to go to business school because I didn't want to stay at home for
Yeah.
1 year.
Because IT business, when you know you want to do law,
Yes.
you're like, what is IT business?
What is IT business? So I looked through the courses. I said, I'll do HR because that's reading. I don't
Ah.
want to do math,
Okay.
all those accounting
Yeah.
and finance things. I want to the one I'll read and
Yeah.
pass. So I always say that marketing chose me. I didn't choose
Yeah.
marketing.
Yeah.
So we go into business school. The first 2 years, you do a bit of everything.
Yeah.
And then we did marketing, and I loved it.
Oh.
I really loved it. It was making sense, the commercials I was seeing
Yeah.
and all these brand stuff.
Yeah, I
And
get
then I
that.
said, I think I'm going to major in marketing. And I liked my lecturers as well. One of my lecturers, Nanaya, dresses on point with her heels and things. I said, I like this. I like this woman. So then I majored in marketing. Interestingly, in level 300, I was interning with a marketing agency,
Yeah.
Echo House. So Echo had campus teams. I was part of the campus teams.
Okay.
And then I wrote an article for one of their magazines, and then I transitioned into interning there for while writing.
Yeah.
Then I got so there's a beach rave they do every year, tidal rave.
Yeah.
And I was put on to manage vendors.
Okay.
So the markets where they sell the food
You were still in
and things.
school, or that was national service?
Third year.
Third year. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
my long vac
Yeah.
during third year. So I managed the vendors, and they were like, for the first time, they had a very organized market.
okay.
So then they transitioned me into the projects department. And then, so the projects department is where they do all the marketing, experiential things, sales activations, and all of that. So that is where I learned a lot of the practical things.
Yeah.
So I had the theory from school, and then I was seeing the practicality of it.
Yeah.
And working in an agency exposed me to the multinational brands and how they do things
Yeah.
systematically.
Yeah.
So once I finished school after level 400, I started working there even before our national service
Yeah.
posting came. And then it just transitioned from there. I worked there for almost 3 years. I quit, and then I started Patty the Strategist.
Oh, okay. So after school it's been Echo House.
Yes.
Okay, so you haven't worked anywhere else.
Nope.
Oh, okay. So what was that boost? Did you feel at that time you were ready? You had reached your cap at Echo House. What was that thing that drove you to start?
I think
Patty?
it's always that there's more.
Yeah.
This life is not it. There's more.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this salary is not doing it for me. I don't see myself going on vacations.
Yeah.
I don't see myself
True.
buying myself a car.
Being able
Besides
to go
being
on a
fun,
retreat.
yes, yes, because the agency life, you are literally working around the clock.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's not a 9 to 5. You work 2 4 7. I couldn't see myself achieving certain things if not being funded by a man,
Yeah.
and I didn't want that life.
Yeah.
So then it started out with a fashion brand that I had a lot of people, especially at work. So this is how it started.
Yeah.
Because I'm petite, and then I was young in the agency as well. I was young. So
Yeah.
I felt a lot of times I felt out of place when we were going to these meetings with the brand managers and the things. So I would dress. That was my own. I would
Yeah.
dress well. So I had people asking, "Oh, where did you get this?" So,
Yeah.
and most of the time, I had my seamstress make them for
Yeah.
me. So that became a side hustle.
Yeah.
So when maybe this was, I finished school in 2017.
Yeah.
2019 was when I started the fashion thing. So we're producing that, and I was enjoying it. It was like a safety net for me when I can get back from work very exhausted, but tomorrow I wake up and go to Makola and look for fabrics,
Yeah.
to take to my seamstress to
Yeah.
make and all of that. So I was enjoying that. So I said, you know what? We got to a point where I started feeling burnt out.
Of course.
And I couldn't show up the way I was supposed to. I had a terrible attitude. Like, it was not cute. And I realized that if I don't go, they will let me go. So I had to
Kill or
quickly
be killed.
exit myself.
Yeah.
Now, before I exited, I discovered Trisha Biz.
Okay, yeah. The Nigerian.
Yes, so that's my coach as well. So
Okay.
your coach's coach.
Oh, yeah.
So that's my coach. I discovered her social media and she teaches about business and stuff.
Yeah.
And I heard that she was coming to Ghana for a workshop.
Okay.
So I used my salary to pay for that
Oh.
workshop with my intention that I want to, when I quit my job, I need money to sustain me. And it was going to be the fashion brand.
Yeah.
So I want to learn the right ways to do things, especially the operational side. Because when it came to the marketing and the social media stuff, I was good on that side. But now I'm taking it as a business properly. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
And so I quit my job February. I went for that same workshop in February. When I went for the workshop, and the woman was teaching, that was my light bulb moment,
Yeah.
that about 70% of the things she was speaking about I knew.
Yeah.
And I had always been conditioned to believe that with my marketing background, it's either I'm working with an agency or I'm working with a big brand. And where I was at that time, I didn't have the guts nor the funds to start an agency. And I didn't have anybody to link me to any big brand to work with.
Yeah.
But then I saw this one woman
Yeah.
business. Yes, she had a team and all, but I'm like, this is it. Because I had also encountered a lot of Instagram businesses that were doing so many things wrong.
Yeah. We get it.
So then I
Yeah.
said,
Hmm.
I've not seen anybody doing something like this in Ghana.
Yeah.
I'm going to learn. And she was teaching people how to monetize their knowledge.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'm going to invest in this. So
Yeah.
that was when I went. But it was always at the back of my mind, oh, later, something maybe 2 years later or 3 years later. For now, I need money.
Yeah. So fashion.
I need money.
Yeah.
But so I quit my job in February. I said I was taking the entire March off. And then end of March, the COVID lockdown hit.
Oh.
There was a ban on social gatherings.
Yeah.
Nobody's making clothes. Literally, my industry was. So
Yeah.
then I was pushed. So during the lockdown, I live alone. So
Yeah.
I had a lot of time to go back to my lecture notes. And now they were making a lot of sense. Because I'm like, now I have the practical experience.
Yeah.
It wasn't just learning to pass anymore.
Yeah.
And because I had that practical experience, it helped with breaking down very complex marketing or business concepts
Yeah.
and explaining it to somebody in layman terms.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I get it now.
Okay.
So that's basically how
Yeah.
it started. Yeah.
Okay. So it means the fashion brand died.
Yeah.
With COVID-19.
Yes.
Okay, that's understandable. And then you decided to go into strategizing full time.
Yes.
Okay. So in my experience maybe my really short experience as a business coach trying to help people out, I've realized that most people are not inclined towards seeking help in their business.
Yes.
So how was the response when you launched Patty the Strategist? Was that's the name you started with?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the name I started with. My very first launch. So when I launched and then I launched my very first service,
What was that?
crickets. It was called 5 Days of Strategy.
Okay.
So in 5 days, would have developed your entire strategy, and then you go ahead and implement. And
Okay.
it was 600 CDs.
Okay.
I remember so well. And at that time, I think 600 CDs were quite cheap.
Yeah.
But nobody signed up. I said, okay. But one thing I love to do is and if you're a marketing person, a business person, evaluating and finding what you can do
Yeah.
to move forward.
Yeah.
So I realized that, I needed to build some trust.
Yes, definitely. I
Yeah.
mean, who are you?
Who are you?
Where
Where are
did
you
come
from? You just appeared and you're saying that, but I had consistently been putting out educational content. But
Okay.
when it came to my very first product, there was
Yeah.
that. So I realized that I needed to, and mind you, yes, I overcame it, but I was broke at that time. When I
Yeah.
quit my job, I didn't have any savings
Yeah.
or anything. So I was broke.
And
I was
you used your
desperate
last salary to pay
to
for
pay for the workshop.
Yeah.
So I needed money, but I had to keep my calm. I sat down and I said, this is what I'm going to do. I need testimonials.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give 5 people free sessions.
Okay.
and then from their results, I can sell. I can amplify their
Yeah.
results and say that come and book a session.
Free session in Ghana.
Free session.
My
Free
experience with
session.
that, I would not recommend. Because
How was
anyway,
your?
oh
was
my
it?
god. So what I did was I was trying to do discovery. That's why I launched first. Discovery session, 30
Yes.
minutes
Yes.
session.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if she's listening, but the first person I got, she literally forgot about the
Yes,
time.
they'll forget.
She forgot,
Yes.
and then I had to remind her to sign up. And she was at her shop selling. So she was on the phone and she was selling, and then, oh my god. And she didn't even have any idea of, she said she wanted to get into the hair business, but she didn't have any idea about it before the call. So then I added like a form you would fill before the call.
Yes.
And then after the second one, I just cancelled it altogether. I said, I'm not doing this again. Anyway.
Yeah. So it happens.
Yeah.
It happens, and it's quite annoying that
Yeah.
I've blocked my calendar
Yeah.
to have a meeting
Yeah.
with you, and then you don't show.
No.
Some don't even
Ghanaians
show
don't
up.
value time.
They don't show up on the
Ghanaians
call.
don't value
They
time.
don't have. They won't even have the courtesy to say that, oh, I can't make it. And it's when you reach out and find out, oh, your session is time for your session. Say, oh, I forgot to.
No, unless they have paid.
With no yes.
If they pay, they'll be there before you. Yeah.
But even that.
Really?
So that has changed my approach with a lot of things. You having money alone does not qualify you to be my client.
Okay.
Because there are people who have the money but also do not have the willpower to execute.
Yeah. I think personally, one-on-one coaching is exhausting.
It's exhausting. I'm about to cancel it.
Yeah.
Off.
I actually
telling you the other time
Yeah.
that if I have clients like you, I'm happy because there's a certain level of awareness that you have, and it's a certain level that you've reached.
Yeah.
You know what you want, and so when you pay for value, you make sure that you're executing to see the results.
Yeah.
So yes, there's an exception to the rule. So there are those category of people who would implement, but there's also the people that, oh, listen, it's draining, and as much as you are paying me for my service, somebody will say, yeah, but they've paid you if they don't do the work.
No. One-on-one coaching.
No, I get I get my satisfaction from seeing you actually implement the thing and getting the results, right? I was talking about the very first one.
Yeah.
So I did the giveaway post. 5 people, quite a number of people indicated interest.
Of course.
I shortlisted to 5.
Yeah.
Out of the 5, 3 fell off.
Yeah.
2 remaining. Out of the 2, 1 was a student, which for a very long time she was doing extremely well. She was trying to become a digital creator. She currently has like over 100K followers in the niche that we carved for her. Just that school got a bit overwhelming, so she had to put it on hold. And then the last person also who saw it through was like, this has been so valuable for a free session. I'm sending you a gift.
Oh.
So she sent me a box of pastries. And so I loved the pastries. So I reached out to the vendor that, I want to place an order. She was like, the lady who ordered for you has been raving about her session with you. So I want to book a session. Yeah. So that was my first. And then it just...
The universe works like that. When you give, you receive, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's how you started, from referrals.
Yes.
So basically it was from referrals. Okay. Yes. So looking back, do you think you would have done it any other way in starting Patty the Strategist?
I don't think I would do it any other way. Honestly, because those experiences equip me to guide other people that don't do it this way. I can see somebody and tell the person, you're about to launch prematurely. Don't launch because this is the results you're going to see, but give it time, like give it a few months, do A, B, C, and D. I won't have that if things were different.
If you are teaching from your own experiences. Okay. So you've coached a number of businesses. Can you count so many? So many of them?
Quite a lot. It's been 5 years, so you can we are
Wow,
turning
so
5 this year.
Oh yeah, COVID. Oh wow. It's been quite a while. So one thing, I don't know, personally for me, I feel a lot of Ghanaian businesses, we are just selling like the way people sell in the market, even on social media.
Yes.
So I don't know if that's what you also see or that's what you also think, but how would you think, like, what value do you think people should bring in order to make their businesses different or their businesses stand out?
So I like to approach strategy from a design thinking point of view, right? Where are we now? What's the current situation in the market or the
Oh,
industry you
yeah,
find yourself?
yeah,
Now you're solving a problem.
yeah,
Let's say you are selling hair.
yeah,
That's the main problem you are solving. However, there are other things that are preventing the client
yeah,
from being able to find the kind of hair they are looking for.
yeah,
There are certain things that is preventing the client from choosing you,
yeah,
right? And so you first need to zoom in on your customer. What are their needs? What does the person need beyond I want to wear nice hair?
yeah,
Because there's always internal things that are driving the external decisions
yeah,
that customers make. We need to crack that. I think a lot of businesses just jump into, yeah, I've launched, I have a logo, I have nice packaging, um, I've created the Instagram account, let me start posting with no direction.
yeah,
But who are you posting for? Who are you
yeah,
speaking to? We don't clarify on all of that.
yeah,
And so we'll go deep into maybe a year or two and you feel like everybody else is growing. I'm not. The customers come, maybe one or two, they will make enquiries, they don't, so many things. But if you sit down every day, at least at the end of every day, and evaluate how your sales process was, um I this person sent this message, I responded like this, they didn't mind me again. Do you want to try another tactic the next day? Right? Um so value basically is not even what you define as a business owner,
yeah,
what value is.
yeah,
Value is what the customer is asking for, is
yeah,
seeking for. So to you, maybe value is the best quality hair,
yeah,
baby something hair on the market.
yeah,
But to the customer, value is that nice way you talk to them,
yeah,
because they could have decided to buy from anybody else, but simply because, oh, I know that Blessing will take her time and explain to me that with this texture you get A, B, C, and D, but with this, you, if you're trying to achieve this look, then you should go for this hair.
yeah,
If you're, that time you have for that person, to her, that's value.
yeah,
Somebody's value is price.
yeah. I think we focus too much on the product.
Yes.
Everybody, we focus too much on getting the product, and
Yes.
then once we have the product, we think we have started a business.
Yes.
That's
And
that.
then you
Yeah.
shove it down people's throats.
Yes, that's what people will be
Yeah.
ringing bells, like trying to. Yeah, I get it. So it's,
Yeah.
I feel like it's just basically the market scene we have just carried it and put on
Yes,
social
yeah,
media.
yes,
I don't know.
yes, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's always from the customer
yeah,
that influences even what you source.
yeah,
Because there are sessions I've done, and the client is like, after we're done, I completely changed the kind of things I buy.
yeah,
Because now I have a clear idea of who we are serving,
yeah,
and that has shot up revenue.
yeah,
Previous issues, I don't know what it is that they
yeah,
were buying, but
yeah,
you always have to focus on the customer. What
yeah,
who are we trying to save?
yeah,
Yeah. And that's where value can be driven from.
yeah. Do you think value, like focusing on what the customer values, also affects the brand as a whole? Because, well, most people think brand is about just the logo, but I don't know. I think it's something we are really behind in
Yes.
Ghana, so far behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think the value of the customer?
I don't think it affects your brand
Yeah.
if you do it right.
Yeah.
Because if you when you know the kind of clients you're trying to attract,
Yeah.
that influences how you position yourself as a brand.
Yeah.
So if you position yourself well, let's say you want to position yourself as a luxury brand,
Yeah.
you lose out on some people,
Yes.
but that is a plus for you.
Yeah.
Because you don't have people.
Exclusivity. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So what would you define a business brand as like brand?
A brand literally is
I know it's a yeah.
I love to say
Yeah.
that a brand is what your customers say you are.
Okay.
So you can define yourself as we are X, Y, and Z, but what are the
Yes.
customers
That's
saying?
true.
What's on the streets? What
Yeah.
are they saying on the streets?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what a brand is. A brand is, yes, an entity or an organization that is trying to solve problems for a
Yeah.
customer. But what is the customer saying about that solution that you are offering for
Yeah.
them? And once you know that, okay, my customers are saying we are affordable, we have excellent customer service, or our turnaround time is too long.
Yeah.
That is your brand.
Yeah.
That is what is being projected.
Yeah.
So if you want a different kind of brand, then you start working around those things that you've discovered that the customers are saying about
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Anyway, so Patty,
Yeah.
what's that one thing you absolutely have to do? I mean, aside prayer, what's that one thing you absolutely have to do every single morning before you leave the house?
Now,
Yes.
in my current state,
Right. Well, right now we know you are majority of the time.
what's that one thing? Every morning,
Yes.
call my mom.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
That's nice.
It's a constant in my.
So you are from a very close knit family.
Interestingly, it was not that close knit until just recently. Like I had to make an intentional effort to
Wow.
to make
Okay.
us close knit. Yeah.
Okay, so you made the intentional effort
Yes.
to do that.
Yeah.
So what inspired that?
I lost my big sister last year. So
Oh,
2024, I lost my big sister.
Sorry about that.
And then I think it came with so many realizations
Yeah.
that, listen, the
It's
people we care
fleeting,
about, can leave. And have you said all the things you
Yeah.
want to say? Do they know how much you value them?
Yeah.
Do they know how you feel about them? And so, and another angle was that my sister lived, my mom, they lived together. And so
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
want her to feel that
Yes. Yeah.
loneliness as
Yeah.
much. So previously we would talk like
She's still in
every other
Akosombo.
day. No, she's in Somenia now.
Okay.
We talk every other day,
Yeah.
but now every single day, morning, evening, sometimes in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very nice. So it's sometimes we get carried away. Too many things are happening. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually finding time for the things that matter. That's
Yes.
that's the big question.
Yeah.
What are the things that
Yeah,
matter?
yeah.
Sometimes it's very confusing because what matters? Is it work? Is it business? Is it family? Because as a woman, we find a lot of those clashing,
Yes. Yeah.
especially as we are heading to our 30s.
Yes.
All of those are clashing, right? So, what are the challenges you still face now in business, and where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Challenge now, my biggest challenge that I've been having sleepless nights. I'm looking to scale the business
Yeah.
beyond me. Because if I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
available, there's no revenue.
But how do
literally.
you something like this? How do you scale it?
So I need to replicate myself. That's one.
Huh. How do you do that?
How do I do that? I need to train a lot
People,
more people.
yeah.
And I know it's possible
Yeah.
because I currently have a mentee. So the lady who
Okay.
texted you to
Yeah.
schedule the thing.
Yeah.
So sometimes I get I go to her for this brand, what do we need to do?
Okay.
That is how much she's grasped
Yeah.
the concepts. Because
Yeah.
I'm a marketing coach, but I think my approach to marketing is quite different from
Yeah,
a lot of
course.
the principles and
Yeah.
all of that. And she's been able to grasp it so much so that if I have to go to her
Yeah.
sometimes for ideas and all of that, it should tell you that it's possible that
Yeah.
people that are ready and have the capacity
Yeah.
to do it. She's a law student.
Yeah.
She had interest in marketing. She reached out. I was like, I'm not doing any form of mentorship, but she continuously persisted. Oh, what can I help with?
Yeah.
She had taken a lot of my courses already, so I didn't have to do too much, but it was always that feedback loop. Okay,
Yeah.
do this. No, think about it from this perspective.
Yeah.
No, you can't go this way, you can't. And she's grown in the last 1 year. What she's become is crazy. So I'm looking to um
Empower her.
empower a lot
A
more
lot more
people like
people.
her.
Okay.
I'm also looking to introduce services that don't require me to be present all the time.
Yeah.
So we do strategy development, but a lot of the time I have to build a deck, put the strategies together, come up with the ideas. But I want to be able to transition into a place where there are people, there's a team that's handling that. All I
Yeah.
have to do is make sure that it's actually aligns with what the brand has to achieve and
Yeah.
all of that. So those are it. So right now it's basically structure,
Yeah.
making sure that the structure is in place and there are systems to enable these people that are
Yeah.
coming in. Yeah, that's my major
Challenge. So
yeah.
what about the courses though? Are they not automated? Like they don't require.
So that's also the coaches will tell you sell a digital product
Yeah.
and make money in your sleep.
Yeah.
There's a system running that's making money in your sleep. So I'm also building a team for the
Yeah.
courses as well, so that there are people that are constantly making sure that there's a what sells digital courses is ensuring that there's always traffic.
Okay. So marketing.
Yes.
Okay.
So marketing it.
Yeah.
But I'm the marketing person in my team. So
Yeah.
now more marketing people means that they can market all the other things
Okay.
that I'm doing as well. And it
Okay.
doesn't lie just on me.
Yeah.
But I think the courses are a great
Yeah.
revenue
Yeah.
stream.
I think I'm in the middle of developing a course. I
Oh,
think we spoke about that a while ago. Yeah.
awesome.
I'm in the middle of developing a course for the Business of Your Dreams website.
Okay,
But it's
okay,
more
okay.
towards the hair business.
Okay.
Like you
okay,
mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So but I don't know, how do courses do in Ghana generally?
I think once they trust you.
Because do people complete courses?
Those who are serious.
Yes.
Those who are serious complete it. I also know that we as coaches have to put measures in
Yeah.
place to nurture them,
Yeah.
because that's not the habit.
No.
Yeah.
It's not.
So we have to put measures in place. There were so many things that we're doing previously.
Yeah.
So this is a tip that you can use. So
Yeah.
we had a course, it's
Yeah.
the sales booster course, right?
Yeah.
Once you get into the program, there's a WhatsApp group that you join.
Okay.
And there's a community manager in the WhatsApp group that is checking on them. Oh,
Yeah.
listen, this says this. Have you tried it?
Yeah.
Have you checked it out? And then at the end of every week, we'll bring a leaderboard
Okay.
to, because the seller gives me the progress.
Yeah.
So maybe you've done 10% of.
Also, it can tell you what everybody has done
Yes.
so far. Yeah.
So we're able to say that this is our top
Yeah.
10 for the, and
Yeah.
that used to ginger them.
Wow.
And
Okay.
it used to
Yeah.
it used to, everybody wants to be on the
Of
leaderboard. So
course.
sometimes we will have
Yeah.
3 people, and we're releasing the courses in weekly. So the modules were drop modules. So you don't log on and then get everything. I
Yeah.
think that also overwhelms them sometimes. That, oh
Yeah.
my God, so many videos,
Yeah.
right? I also broke down my content. So instead of logging on and seeing 1 hour, 45 minutes, I
Yeah.
broke it down
Yeah.
to
That makes
15
it- yeah.
minutes, 10 minutes,
Yeah.
7 minutes. It's easier for your brain to grasp that, oh, let me watch today, at least let me watch 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? As
Yeah.
opposed to, hey, 1 hour. I don't have time. Let me,
Yeah, but okay. The accountability groups, all of that, that was still you giving back. Was that?
Yeah.
Did they pay for it?
No, they don't pay for it. They
Okay.
don't pay for it.
So you just see it as part of
yeah.
the cost of the course.
Yes. Yeah. And that, like, I think as a coach, you
Yeah.
shouldn't hold back with
Yeah.
giving value.
Yeah.
Especially depending on who trained you or who you learn from.
Yeah.
You are most likely going to be conditioned with the make sure that when they are done, they are out, your money is finished, this is
Yeah.
and that. But I mean, if you've taken the pain to invest this amount, what more can I give you to ensure that? So it comes back to,
Yeah.
I care about your transformation
Yeah.
more than the money that you're
Yeah.
giving me. Do you see? So yes, maybe the cost you paid for is 250 CDs or 300 CDs, but I need to also ensure that, because my reputation is on the line.
Yeah.
If you don't see the results, you go and stand somewhere and see that. And of course,
It's a
cry,
waste of
but it's
money.
not working. It's
Yeah.
all hype.
Yeah.
But I put those measures in place as a way of giving back and
Yeah.
also making sure that I get you to see the results that you need to see. Yeah.
It sounds overwhelming, right? Like so many things to
Yeah.
pay attention to.
Yeah.
So how many people do you have in your team now?
Currently,
Yeah.
we have the BSL, so the Business Strategy Launchpad team is a constant team now. They're about 5.
Okay. So
Yeah.
they work for you full time?
It's not full
No time.
time.
Okay, but then
It's part
yeah,
time.
part time.
But this year we are introducing them starting work earlier.
Okay.
So we have our first meeting on Friday, and we are starting planning for November
Okay.
BSL.
Yeah.
So yeah, they start now. It's just me and the executive assistant.
Yeah.
And she's also doubles as a content strategist.
Yeah.
That is, as Patty the Strategist, that's the structure now. So
Yeah.
that brings in the hiring extra hands
Yeah.
that I find
Definitely.
myself
'Cause
in at the
it's
moment.
quite a lot.
Yes, it's
Quite
a lot of things.
things.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of things.
So I guess in the next 5 years, part of where you see yourself is being able to make money while you sleep.
Yes.
And then what else?
International opportunities.
Yeah.
I want to be able to be
You don't want to
flown.
Japan.
No,
You don't.
I believe that. Listen, I
Yeah.
believe that my assignment is here in Africa. Like, we need to make the continent what it's supposed to be, and that is heavily reliant on the private sector,
Yeah.
and that is you. That is the businesses that you're
Well,
building.
the thing is, I would agree.
Mhm.
There's no place like home,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah,
Honestly, when
yeah.
you come back to Ghana, Accra, it's so different. Like outside, nobody cares about you.
Yeah.
It's so it's so
Yeah.
strict. It's so so
Mhm.
I totally understand
Yeah.
that because everybody feels that way. Anybody you speak to outside, they wish they could live in Ghana and just So I get that.
I do want to travel.
Yeah. I mean, definitely.
Maybe for
There's
school.
a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn.
And all of that. But say relocate
Yeah.
my entire currently where I am.
Yeah.
I don't see myself relocating.
Relocating.
But if
Maybe.
God shows up
Yeah.
in the next 2 months and says, pack your
Yeah.
bags, the land I'm giving you is America, or the land I'm giving you is
Yeah.
Netherlands, Denmark, then I'll
we
pack my
welcome
bags
you.
and go.
Yeah.
But currently, I don't see myself relocating
Yeah.
fully. Vacation, education, conferences,
Yeah.
and all of that. Yeah.
So in 5 years, you would want to go to school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whilst still running Patty the
Still
Strategist
running
in
Patty
Ghana.
the Strategist. Running a marketing agency, because
Okay,
that's what we are
nice.
extending into
Yeah.
now. I also have major plans for the coaching terrain in Ghana, Africa as a whole.
Yeah.
So we are trying to develop a platform that gives you business resources at
Okay.
your fingertips.
Okay.
So like business school, but in your palms.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So
Wow,
in 5
okay.
years, I'm hoping
Yeah.
that would have been established,
Yeah.
and it's all over the globe,
Yeah.
and anybody can access it at any point and say that,
Yeah.
listen, when I entered this program, I have been able to maybe 10x, 5x my business, and I've been able to set systems and structures and all of that. Yeah. What else? 5 years, I'll be married
Yes.
with the love of my life. A kid or two.
Okay.
5 years. What else? I'm looking to do a lot more humanitarian stuff,
Yeah.
giving back to
Yeah.
society.
Yeah.
I see that a lot of people have so much potential.
Yeah.
However, based on maybe lack of resources or just not being exposed to what's possible, puts them in a place where they can't achieve the things,
Yeah.
right? So I'm looking to create that kind of impact in alignment with. So if you look at SDGs of the world, the number one sustainability development goal is no poverty. So that is one of the goals I'm looking to tie into, and that also is linked to my business,
Yeah,
because
of course.
we are helping
Yeah.
people build a business of their dreams, making money and all. So how does that translate into the everyday life of other people that
Yeah.
don't have access to the kind of exposure, the funding and
Yeah.
all of that? Yeah.
Okay.
I think that sums it up.
Yeah. Okay, so yesterday I was buying wache with my husband, and there's this popular wache joint in Mamprobi. Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's where I grew up,
Okay.
and it has been the same ever since for like the past 20 years.
Wow.
The woman is still running her business. She's still the one serving the food, selling. She's still the one serving the food. I'm sure they make so much money in a day. They could make, sometimes on good days they could make like 10,000, because sometimes there's a long queue. But then after 20 years, it still looks the same. What is keeping, what is keeping people like that for so many years? Because as businesses, I don't know, don't we want to, maybe I'm not framing the question well, but what do you think is keeping, because there are quite a number of businesses like that in Ghana. They have just been the same for the past 20 years.
Yeah.
The person who started the business is the same person serving you the food. Right? What's that one thing we are lacking? Or maybe, yeah.
I think so. Two
Yeah.
perspectives.
Yeah.
There's the thing of instant gratification
Yeah.
when
True.
building.
Yeah.
So when you're not seeing the results,
Yeah.
or when you are not seeing it the way you anticipate it to go, then it takes you off course. Let me go and do something else.
Yeah.
There's that. Then there's a bit where the right systems and structures have not been put in place to
Yeah.
ensure that the business is sustained.
Yeah.
A lot of people are running businesses on Isha Line vibes. So today, yes, what are we doing today? Let's sell A, B, C, and D. Okay, let's find the supplier. But we are not putting thought into the next 5 years. What do I want to achieve? Where do I want to see the business? What
Yeah.
can I build to get there? The watch seller will not sit behind a desk and do strategy.
She's cooking the wachi.
Yes, but
Yeah.
she has it in
Yeah.
her head.
Yeah.
Right? So whatever it says that you are building, you have to be able to create it in your mind first.
Yeah.
Have that vision in your mind.
Yeah.
Then it will be able to translate and constantly go back to that vision.
Yeah.
This is where we are going. So even if half of my employees or I have to fire everybody so that I find people that can help me build the vision, then I need to do that. I'm not going to look at that as a, okay, I'm not getting workers, so I'm going to give up at this point. You
Yeah.
constantly have to go back to, this is what I'm called to do. I'm going to make sure that I see it through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody like her, because I was worried. I was like, so a business like this, which has been doing so well for so long,
Yeah.
how does she leave something like that for her kids? Because she's the one running the business. She's the one selling, the one serving the food. So when she passes, is that the end of the business?
It most likely would be.
Yeah. And that's how a lot of businesses are in Ghana.
Yes, it most likely would be.
So do you think,
most likely would
because
be.
most of the time outside Ghana, people set up businesses and then they sell the businesses, or because business, like there's maybe the startup, the growth, maturity, and it's either it dips or you sell it, right? But then why do we hold on? Do you think we hold on to businesses for so long here?
I think a lot of Ghanaians, so the measures you have to put in place to ensure that your business has a sustainability plan
Yeah.
is being able to let go of certain parts of the business.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do not want to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
So that has to be tackled first.
Reminded me, there's this fufu place too. The woman is at least 80 years old. She has a walking stick. She's the only one who takes money at the chop bar.
Yeah.
And there's always a queue. But she's the only one who take the money and count it and give you change.
She doesn't want anybody to steal from her. And if you go and check,
Yes.
maybe she has stories of how people have stolen from her.
Wow.
Do you see? So she would rather guard her own money, or she's guarding the money for her sister or her daughter. She won't let it go.
Yeah. So how do we approach this as entrepreneurs who we've seen what people are doing outside Ghana? We want to be like them. We don't want to be 40, 50 and
Mm-hmm.
still I don't want to be 50 and still having to like go and stand in my shop for things to work,
Mm,
right?
mm, mm.
And human beings are going to break your heart. They are going to steal from you. Like
Yeah.
you cannot predict what human beings will do,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do we approach this? Because I don't want to be 85 and be that woman at all. I don't
Yes.
want to. So how do we approach
Right.
this?
I think one of the key things that has to be considered is the workforce, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people take on jobs as this is a holding area for me. I'm doing it
Yeah.
until this thing
True.
that I'm hoping to do
Yeah.
falls in place.
Yeah.
So we need to, if you build I'm sure when we were reading pharmacy, you had certain organizations in mind that this is where I would love to work, or
Yeah.
this is the kind of place I would love
Yeah.
to work. Why did you have that? It's because of the kind of brand they've
Yeah.
built. Sometimes it's what you've heard they pay their employees,
Yeah.
and the benefits they get and all
Yeah.
of that. We need to be able to paint that picture for the people that we are built. Because if you want me to stay with you for a long time, then you remember I mentioned that in the agency, I didn't see myself buying a car.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't see myself being
Yeah.
able to afford,
So
you
you
know.
sorry. Do you mean you should actually share your vision with your employees? Okay. All right.
So
Okay.
share your vision with your employees, and
Yeah.
also make sure that in your growth, they can also see themselves growing
Yeah.
along with you,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So we are saying that, okay, so one of the things that companies do is um long-standing stuff. Maybe you've worked with us for 3 years. We
Yeah.
are giving you a reward.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a fridge, it's a
Yeah.
this, it's a that.
Yeah.
If you work with us for 5 years, we'll give you earn 10K, you
Yeah.
earn this. If you work with us for 7 years, we'll buy you a car, or we'll
Yeah.
buy you a plot of land. Those are all things that are in their goals,
Yeah.
right? But the person is thinking, for how long am I going to be taking this 1,002 for me to be able to build my own house
Wow.
one
Yeah.
day, right? So as you are growing, then that burden should be part of your burden of building your business, so that these people are carried along with you.
So do you share that as an incentive, or is just like maybe when you work with us for this number of years, you would receive this?
Yeah.
You should share it with the
Yes,
employees.
yes,
Okay.
you share it with them, and that's you have to do the yearly strategy sessions. That, okay, this is what we are hoping to achieve in this coming year. This is what we did.
Yeah.
This is the reward.
Yeah.
There are people who run systems like commission based, well, for the sales driven, the
Yeah.
people that have employees driving sales in the stores and all of that.
Yeah.
They're like, for every sale you make, you have 10% of the
Yeah.
revenue. It keeps them there, it keeps them grounded. People know that there are things in place like maternity leave.
Yeah.
So she knows that, yeah, I've given birth, but I have some months off,
Yeah.
but I'll come back. But what measure you have to put in place is that there's somebody she can delegate to while she's away.
Yeah.
Basically creating that environment for them to feel safe,
Yeah.
that I can work here, over here, there, I die here. I'm not going anywhere else.
Yeah.
But businesses, especially because we tag ourselves as small businesses, we think, oh, this is far out of reach.
Yeah.
But if you do your strategy right, and you generate good revenue, and your profit margins are good,
Yeah.
you can do these things.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take, especially for the level of your business, it doesn't take too much to impress these people.
Yeah.
If the multinational brands are are doing crazy things for their, that is because those are high level
Yeah.
people. You, for the executives,
Yeah.
you would have to impress them a certain way. But the level of people we are working with, their goals are things that we can, so push yourself
Yeah.
to make great profit,
Yeah.
so that you can make these people happy.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. Creating systems, documenting every single thing.
Yeah.
Every single thing. Document your sourcing process, who you are sourcing from and all of that. Every single process, because that's how you delegate.
Yeah.
That's how excellence is replicated.
Yeah.
Because one of the major issues business owners have is when I tell them to do it, they don't do it the way I would do it.
Yeah.
But have you shown us how you do it, or you've just told us to do it?
Yeah.
Right? So you have to show us what's your thinking behind this. Why do you respond this way and not that way? What's the DNA? What's the glam in inches DNA, or
Yeah.
how do we operate, or how
Yeah.
do we treat customers?
Yeah.
What comes first? When we incorporate all of these things, it gives people a much more thorough
Yeah.
system to work with.
Yeah.
And then
SOPs.
also,
Yeah.
also select the kind of people you select.
Yeah. Yeah.
We think so much of, hey, I don't want to pay
Saving
too
money.
much,
Yeah.
so I'll go for a caliber of people. But that caliber of people will
That is
cost you money.
exhausting. It's
Yeah,
exhausting.
it will cost you
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
So yeah, invest in
It's very
people.
exhausting working with
Yeah.
those. Okay. So I feel like we've been doing a lot of business since the very beginning.
Okay.
Patty has spoken so much about business. So we're gonna ask a few icebreaker questions.
Okay.
So if you could have dinner with any historical figure or famous person, who would it be and why?
I've never thought about this. Who would it be and why?
Doesn't have to be, it could be someone who is still famous, not
Okay.
it doesn't have to be someone from the past.
Who do I want to have dinner with? I think currently at the stage I'm in, I would want to have dinner with Warren Buffett.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to understand his investment
Yeah.
strategies and how he builds. I've been reading a lot about, money and
Yeah.
building wealth and all of that. So I think he has a wealth of knowledge that
Yeah.
you can learn from. So yeah, it will be him.
Okay. So talking about investing, before I think I had a business chat. It's not yet aired, but I had a business chat with, well, I mean, by the time this airs, it would have aired.
Okay.
Yes, I had a business chat with a broker, a
Okay.
trader. He deals very much in investments and
Okay.
stuff, and he feels like investment is something that is not taught. We are not taught investment well enough. We don't
Yes.
understand investment well enough.
Yes. Yeah.
We only
yeah.
understand treasury bills
Yes.
and fixed deposits.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
There's so much we
I
don't
completely
understand.
agree.
Yeah.
It should be taught from class 1.
Yeah. Even money. I think Ghanaians, we don't even like talking about money.
Yeah.
Because a white person will just tell you their salary.
Yes.
Because it's a conversation. They'll tell you, this is what I earn.
Yes.
This is what I spend. You go on TikTok. I spent this amount of money last month. I earned this. A Ghanaian will never say that.
Even as a business coach, sometimes I struggle to get people to tell me their revenue.
Yeah.
But in order for us to set a goal, I
Yeah.
need to know where you've been, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't know why we've been conditioned that way, but it's something we need to look at.
It's something. I think it's also, we've also not been nurtured with confidence. In Ghanaians, generally we
Yeah.
haven't.
Yes.
Because even with most employees, it's mostly about following instructions, doing what they are told, right? Most people will struggle to actually, if they are not directed,
Yes.
they cannot
Yeah.
identify problems to
Yeah.
even solve it.
Yeah.
Because in school, the person who is first is the person who was
Yes.
able to answer all the
Yes,
questions.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. I was just coming to say that
Yeah.
it falls back on our education
Yeah.
system, because that's how we are trained.
Yes. So it's all about the person who is first, the person who is seen the most. Most of the time, the person who is seen the most is not even doing anything.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Warren Buffett is a very great answer. I mean,
Thank you.
yeah, he's quite inspirational, and it's funny the way he just built majority of his wealth from investing.
Yes.
And investing is literally making money while you sleep, right? Yeah, so that's quite inspiring.
It's so crazy. So let me share this, since we are speaking about investment.
Yeah.
It's crazy that he started investing when he was in his teens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if Warren was making 22% annual returns on his investment, so let's say he's making he has $1,000 every year
Yeah.
and he's making 22%. That's like $220.
Yeah.
And he invested for a long period of time.
Yeah.
There was somebody, I think Jim Simons or Simmons, whatever, however way it's pronounced. He was making a 66% annual return every year. But Warren was more richer than him. It's because of the length of time
Yeah.
that he invested. I think Jim started investing in his 50s.
Yeah.
So even though his returns were amazing, he didn't cover enough grounds to be able to accumulate a lot of wealth. So
Yeah.
imagine that he started investing in his teens.
Hmm.
So if we were taught that,
Yeah.
that starting because we also we want to do big things, right?
Yeah.
We want to invest big money. Like we want to see, we don't like the compounding effect. Like get 100 CDs and
But
put it
those things
aside
are
every.
risky. Men's gold and the rest.
Put
Those
100
things are
CDs.
risky.
You there just put 100 CDs
Yeah.
every day or every month and give it 30 years. It's
Yeah.
in an investment account, not a savings account. And it's reaping
But
even
that kind of
10%.
investment, you know you are not going to enjoy it. Is it for your children?
That is how he built his wealth.
Okay. So, but his wealth mainly, so because when you are investing for 30 years, 40 years, you know you're not investing for yourself anymore.
What's life after retirement?
Okay. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So that's why they are billionaires, but they are 65. They
Yeah.
are this and that's their net worth.
Yeah.
It's investment is literally that, the compounding effect. If we
Yeah.
look at the proper traditional way, I've not started studying the forexes and that, but even that, whatever money you are making in Bitcoin and all of that, over time
Yeah.
it gets more, much more, like
Yeah.
it gets multiplied.
Don't you also think the recent economic challenges have dissuaded people from investing? Because quite recently we
think-
had this
Yeah.
haircuts and all
Yeah.
these other
Yeah.
things. Because
Yeah.
I think even if people were not interested in investment before, now they are even less interested in investment.
The
So-
percentage has reduced.
Yeah. So it's quite a very so people would
Yeah.
rather use their money to start a business
Yes.
than to invest.
Yeah.
But don't you think small businesses could do with something like that? We could.
with
like
what, the investment?
Yes.
Or-
So let's say people, because the thing is, at the moment, I have some friends who have money sitting in the bank. And so whenever I need a loan for my business, they are quick to give it to me because they have money just sitting there. Right? And so these are just my friends. There are so many other people just like them. They are not encouraged to put their money in the general investment.
Yeah.
And they don't really understand the complicated investments like the forex. That they don't understand that enough
Yes.
to put their money into it, right? So I think it's something that we could. It's actually a brilliant idea of maybe someone starting a venture capitalist pooling investments together from individuals, pooling them together,
Yeah.
and then reinvesting into small businesses, for returns.
That also is dependent on your risk appetite,
Yes,
because not every business would actually be viable
Yes.
and gets returns
Well,
and
that's
all
true,
of that.
yeah.
So usually for that kind of investments, for people that have a higher risk appetite.
yeah,
But if you don't have a higher risk appetite, then
yeah,
so the venture capitalists, their system runs in such a way that you they are investing in maybe about 50 businesses,
yeah,
but they know that out
Yeah.
of the 50, 10 will fall through.
yeah,
Out of that 10, maybe 3 will skyrocket
Yeah.
and they will make multi-billions, and
Yeah.
that covers for the 50, the money
Yeah.
they've spent on all the other
Yeah.
people. So it's quite risky
yeah.
for
it is,
yeah.
Okay, so what's the most surprising thing people don't know about you?
That I'm introverted. When I say I'm introverted, people don't
Well, I
believe.
think it's not surprising to me,
Ah.
or it's surprising to most
And then
people.
when I tell people I'm introverted, they're like, really?
Maybe you're an ambivert. because I think social media has pulled some of us out of our shell. Because I was actually, or I am actually a little bit, I have a very low social battery.
I think, well, yeah, I'll take ambivert, but I'm 70% introverted.
Are you your temperament? Are you
I can't remember. I really cannot remember. I
really?
know there's melancholic,
Yeah,
there's choleric, there's
yes,
sanguine, and there's one more. I
phlegmatic.
can't remember
So
which
the
one.
sanguine is the person who is all over the place,
Uh-huh.
very friendly,
Definitely not me.
naughty. The choleric is the person who is like has very like leadership skills, can
Okay.
control.
Mm.
The melancholic would like to keep to themselves, very tidy, organized, doesn't like their room in a mess. Sanguine is all over messy. And then the phlegmatic, they take too long to take action.
Ah.
Yeah, so they're very laid back. I mean, I didn't know it was marriage counseling that refreshed my memory. Yeah, so yeah. So I am a mix of melancholy and choleric.
I
Yeah.
think I'm a mix of that
That
too.
too,
And
yeah.
sometimes I can be phlegmatic.
Yeah.
If the thing I'm supposed to take action or I don't have clarity on it, I'll
Yeah.
drag my feet like
Yeah.
for a very long time. Yeah. So yeah.
There's this so many questions you answer, and then the app will
It
just
gives you the response. I need to redo it
Yeah.
and remember my responses.
Okay. If you weren't a marketing strategist, what other career would you see yourself doing? Law?
No, I would have either been, I was thinking about this yesterday. I would have either been a makeup artist or the fashion, being a fashion designer. Yeah, because I had a
Yeah.
fashion
Makeup
business.
artist, it's a very lucrative business, but I don't see the scalability because I think it's a very
Yeah,
artistic work.
yeah.
No matter who you are, people would want you to do the makeup.
Yes.
Miss Lawson, they
Yes.
still want her
Yeah,
to
they
stand
want
there
her to-
and do the makeup. So I don't know how scalable it is.
So I'm not even saying that with regards to business and
Yeah.
all of
Okay.
that, but
Yeah.
based on my previous interests.
Oh.
So when I was in
okay.
uni, I used to like I was
You
looking
loved
at
makeup.
some old videos, some pictures and I was like, hey, uni, I could beat my face like this. And so I was just thinking that I'm sure that if I wasn't doing what I'm, because
Yeah.
sometimes I used to do it for my roommates
Oh, okay.
and some of my hostel
Yeah.
mates, and there's a lady who always says, hey, my makeup, whenever she sees me, say, hey, my makeup artist, now you're a strategist. Yeah, so I would have been that, or the fashion that I started, and
Yeah.
I had to
So
drop
do you
it
still
along the
miss
line.
fashion? Do you miss fashion?
Yeah, sometimes I do, but I don't want the stress of dealing with a workforce, tailors, and all the stress
Yeah.
that comes with it. But it's something that I'm looking to go back into.
So what
somewhere
makes artisans so
Charlie,
like I need to understand. I want to
you need to
understand
bring
it.
one of
I
them
don't know,
on the
maybe
podcast.
yeah. No, but maybe you have worked with a number of business owners, so maybe you could.
I think it's the awareness level, exposure level, and things. Where their mind is at is
Yeah.
usually way lower than where you are. So you constantly have to come to their level and double checking what they're
'Cause
doing. And
Trust me. Let me not say, but the Ghanaian contractors, like you always see the difference. They'll build a wall and then the wall is not straight. We can both see that it's not straight,
Mhm.
but they think, oh, it's just a
Yeah.
little centimeters
Yeah.
off. You
Yes.
manage it.
yes,
What is that? I don't know.
there's also lack of excellence. A lot of
Yeah.
people lack attention to detail.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a general thing in Ghana, right? People feel they can do anything and get away with it from the ground up.
yes,
From the ground
yeah,
up.
yeah.
So it doesn't there's no motivation to be better than who you are. So the few people who do that, they excel. So that is why sometimes, excuse me to say, sometimes people would fight with the Nigerians.
Yeah.
Because when the Nigerians come to Ghana, sometimes they are very
Aggressive. They go after what they want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they would think the opportunities, they are getting the opportunities. Meanwhile, I know people will fight me because I'm half Ghanaian and I'm half Nigerian, but yeah.
No, but it's absolutely true.
Yeah.
So I learn a lot from Nigerians,
Yeah.
like my coaches and all of that are Nigerians.
Yeah.
Because listen, the drive that they
No.
Hey, no time to waste. So
I was saying like the Nigerian, everybody has a story building as their shop. Like,
Yeah.
especially last year, a hair salon is a story building shop. I'm like, why is it that houses are cheap in Nigeria?
They are not cheap too.
Because how?
They
How
are
does
not cheap.
everybody have
They are not cheap.
a huge
Yeah. It's
space
just
for
that
their
drive,
shop?
that ambition, and you hear a lot of, oh, I used to rent, now I've bought a property to
Yeah.
put the
Yeah.
the business in. Like,
Yeah.
it's they are very they go after what they want, like,
Yeah.
hard, and I think they encourage each other.
Yeah.
Right.
The support
So
is there. That's one thing that is
there's
lacking
also the
here.
thing of, when I'm going, I'll carry you along.
Yeah.
So as opposed to, I want to grow by myself.
Yeah.
Like, they inspire each other, they are pushing each other, and
Whatever competition or competitive business idea we think is in Ghana, in Nigeria is times 10.
yes,
Because
the market is very saturated. There are
Yeah.
like over 200 million.
there are so many hair business owners, so
Yeah,
many of
yeah,
them,
yeah.
so many makeup artists, so many. But you realize everybody is excelling. Everybody is. There's so much collaboration. There's so much. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
something I wish we could do better.
Yeah.
Because Anyway, so
well, there are also things, so that they don't come for us, that we are not praising Ghana. There are also things
oh yeah,
about
of course, definitely.
Ghana that
Oh,
they
yeah.
also love about
Yeah.
us, and all of that. Yeah.
So what's your go-to comfort food or favorite dish?
I don't have a favorite dish. I eat
Really?
anything and everything.
At all. I think what's your go-to comfort food when you are feeling down or you're feeling tired? What would you like to eat? Well, for me, it's bread and egg and Milo. When I'm tired, that's what I want to eat.
What's my go-to? Fried yam, hot pepper.
When you're stressed, you want to now be chewing
fried
that.
yam, hot pepper, and something like
Yeah.
But like, fried yam is my go-to. Even
Yeah.
if I go somewhere and I don't know what to have on the menu, if fried yam is on it,
Yeah.
I'll go for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could instantly master any skill or talent, what would it be?
Reproducing money.
No, I think a realistic target. Because I don't think anybody reproduces money unless Warren Buffett.
Yes.
Well, if you mean that.
Oh, okay, talent.
Yeah.
To sing. I think I would love to sing.
Really?
Yeah. What would yours be?
I think maybe being able to have train people, or being able to have a number of people who can, because some people are so, how would you like, they know how to really train people. They know how to really, or that's like a very complicated skill.
That's
It's a complicated answer. Well, maybe I have to think about it.
Okay.
Well, yours was singing.
Yeah.
Well, mine maybe swimming. I don't. Is swimming a talent, or is just because I've tried to swim several times.
In fact,
I don't know. I am very I struggle with letting go of control. And in the water, you're
swimming,
supposed
you
to
have
just
to release yourself.
I can't.
You have to
I'm
release
like, it's
yourself.
not like I'm afraid.
No, but then it means that
Yeah.
you need to force yourself to learn, because that's a skill that you need to being able to let go in life. Once you master swimming, I think for me, what swimming did was mastering multitasking.
Yeah.
Because I used to struggle with doing many things at a time.
Yeah.
But once I learned, because swimming is a lot of
I've tried to
hand,
learn.
leg.
I've tried to learn. I think I could even float, but then to just let go and the water will take you away. No. Yeah. So swimming helps you to multitask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're able to focus on different things at the same time.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many benefits to swimming. I actually want, like, it's something I yearn to do. I think if it's that one thing I wish I could do, it would be that. Because it pains me so much.
It's a mind thing.
Yeah.
So you need to tackle it from the mind first before you actually go into the activity of entering the water and building that skill.
Therapist.
Usually, so it would, how for coaches, before we go into the business side of things, we have to delve into mindset and
Yeah.
prep your mind and all
Yeah.
of that. If you find a really good swim coach,
Ah.
they should be able to help
Yeah.
you deal with
Okay.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, sounds good. I'll give it another try. I
Okay.
almost gave up. Anyway.
So that's an indicator for the kind of coach you look for.
Yeah.
So you're not looking for just any swimming coach. You're
Yeah.
looking for one that is mastered in helping you break out of limiting beliefs when it comes
Yeah.
to swimming. Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
We've had a very lovely conversation.
Yeah.
Yes. Has it ended too soon? I feel
I
I
think it's
we've spoken a lot
yeah, we're
actually. The
speaking
time
about a
has,
lot
yeah,
of things.
flown by so fast. And I mean, I don't want to end with the regular what advice do you have? No, but still, looks like I'll have to delve there because a
Okay.
lot of our audience is like they are business owners, and you've actually worked with quite a number of business owners.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe before I ask, what's that one thing you think is lacking among all of them, and one thing you think we need to work on as Ghanaian business owners? Is that what you mentioned about the customer?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the customer thing is
Yeah.
quite predominant.
Yeah.
But also your mindset.
The mindset.
Your
Oh
mindset
gosh.
is the bedrock of everything. If you
Mindset is
can't
very limiting.
see it, if you
Yeah.
can't visualize it, it most likely will not happen, right? And so we have to be intentional about what we feed our minds. We have to be very intentional about what we are absorbing, because that influence our actions. Your subconscious mind, what you are listening to, what you are seeing, is entering your subconscious, and your subconscious is driving your decisions, your actions, and your inactions.
Yeah.
So once your mindset is fed, you are destined for great. Fed with the right things,
Yeah.
you are destined for greatness. So yeah.
What's your favorite business book?
Favorite business book would be what's this book called? The E Myth.
Psychology of Marketing. Oh no.
No.
I know that book. The E-Myth, revisit something something. Oh,
Yes.
visit something.
Let me find the name. But it's about systems and structure, building
I
systems and
didn't finish
structure.
that book. Oh.
Oh, you should. I think you should.
Wait, remind me of the title. I think I still have it. The E-Myth.
It's blue and white.
No, I don't like hard copy. So I like
But the
to
cover page is quite
let me
generic.
find it. The E-Myth. The
Uh,
E-Myth Revisited. Yes.
uh-huh.
The E-Myth, why most small businesses don't work and what to do about it.
Yeah.
I started this book. I didn't finish. I
Where
should
did
go
you
and
get
start.
to?
I don't know. Sometimes I think I listen better
Yeah,
than reading.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
always try to listen to something when I'm working out in the morning at the gym because it helps.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes I get distracted. Like I'm working out and I'll stop. And then I'll start
You
writing so
get-
many things before I realize. So the last time I was working out with my husband and then I'll stop him and I'll say, so I have to do this. And like he listened for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, like blessing, you're distracting me. You're distracting my workout.
Yeah, because you're stimulating your brain.
Yeah.
So that is something you actually have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
That listening to these things stimulates your brain.
Yeah.
So you have to make it a consistent
Yeah,
practice. That
yeah.
actually, when you find your place yourself in a place where you are like, "Ah, I'm not finding a solution for this
Yeah.
thing," you need to stimulate
It's
your brain.
crazy.
Yeah.
Podcasts, online courses. Like when you listen to them, there's this guy I like to listen to, JT Fox.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's not, I don't know, like personally, he will say he's a no bullshit person.
Yeah.
He's very straightforward. He'll
Yeah.
say it as it is,
Yeah.
but there's so much to learn from him because he just pours it out. I don't know if you've listened to a few of his.
Yeah, I think I've chanced on
You've
a
chanced on it.
couple of
Yeah. So okay. So I think my favorite book, I didn't finish it. Sell Like Crazy.
Yes, that's by
Sabri Subi.
Sabri Subi.
That
Subi.
book,
Yeah.
I'll be reading the book. So that probably the reason why I didn't finish the book is when I read 3 pages, I have to stop and go and do something. The book has so much.
Yeah, lots of actions.
Yes. So as soon as I start reading, I have to stop because then I have to write things down, what I need to do. So that's a problem for me sometimes when I'm reading books because there's so much to learn. Yeah. Anyway. So what encouragement would you give to somebody out there? Their business is not working. They don't
Mm.
know why it's not working. They've been
Mm.
working at the business for so long.
Mm.
Without them, the business is not running. Their workers, we're stealing from them. They have sacked them. They have new workers. Still not working. What do they do? What do they do? How do they navigate this? How do they grow their business into the business of their dreams?
That's a whole masterclass. So.
BSL.
That's BSL. Come for BSL.
Yes. That's the first
But
advice. Come for
yeah, come
BSL.
for
I was
BS.
there last year. I learned so much. That's one question I wanted to ask you, and then
Okay.
I missed. I was like, Patty, we have a class, Patty, so many things, like so many workbooks.
Yes.
You develop most of them yourself as well,
Yes.
which means you're a very organized person, very
Yes.
structured person.
Yes. Yes.
Do you have OCD?
No.
Are you sure?
I do.
A
I do.
little.
I
Are you sure?
I do
Because
have
someone like
OCD.
this should have OCD.
I do have OCD. I
Really?
do have
Okay.
OCD. I do have
So
OCD.
what inspires that structure, or how are you so structured?
I think that's just how my brain works.
Okay.
My brain likes to break down things.
Yeah.
And I like to make things easy for people. Okay, so feedback as well.
Yes.
So
you've been doing it for a while. True.
So literally the workbook, last year's workbook was updated based on the one-on-one sessions I had. So last year I had two packages, just the you come in for the strategy session,
Yeah.
and then there was strategy session plus one-on-one. That
That's
was
a lot.
yeah. So in those one-on-one questions sessions where we are going through your workbook, and I realized that there was no clarity, you were not able to answer it the way I was expecting you to, I go back to tweak it, right? So I just like to think through the process. I try to go into the mind of the person that's going to go into it.
Yeah.
How can I make this easy for you to understand and
Yeah.
then take back into your business?
Mhm.
Because a lot of times I will not be with you in the
Yeah.
business
Yeah.
when you're out of the program.
Yeah.
So I need to present you with something that you can pick up, look at, and be able to replicate
Yeah.
the response. You can pick it if you're starting another business, you
Yeah.
can apply it to that next business
Yeah.
and replicate it. So I believe in being able to hone in the principles that run it.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to pay me every time to be
Yeah.
able to. If you have to pay me, then you're paying me for, oh, I have this challenge with this, I need your ideas, or I need your perspective on this particular thing that I'm running, but not constantly to come to me to develop.
So do you think
Yes.
people benefit more from one-on-ones than like
I would honestly say
courses?
that each one has its own benefits.
Yeah.
It will be easier for me to take you on as a one-on-one client if you've been in BSL,
Yeah.
because I know that you have the foundation. We
Yeah.
have something we are working with. Even if your goals and all of that are not refined, when we start a one-on-one session, there's something that you at least you have the awareness.
Yeah.
But if you're coming for one-on-one on a blank slate, it's so difficult for me to, because I need to now teach you
Yeah.
before we go into
Yeah.
yeah. So I prefer a lot of times, if you're new to me, also depending on the level that you are on,
Yeah.
take one course first.
Yeah.
Understand how I operate. A lot of people don't like how I operate. You mentioned that I'm a person of structure.
Yeah.
One-on-one sessions are based on structure. I'm available from this time to this time. You have to schedule your call, show
Yeah.
up for the call. Some people don't like that.
So what do they want?
I don't know.
They want to take you out for lunch.
I don't.
They want to
I
go and
don't
eat
know.
fufu and be talking about
Do your things, do your assignments, and me, if you don't do it, we'll have an issue. Like, why have you not done it? Why are you on this call if you've not done it? Right? So a lot of people, but you also need that discipline. I'm not just somebody you are chatting with about
Yeah.
business. I need to be able to instill that discipline
Yeah.
that you are lacking. That
Yeah.
discipline you are lacking is what's affecting your business.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
dynamic is
We didn't even mention this, but everybody needs a coach. You need a coach, you need a mentor.
yes.
A coach will guide you, or she
Yeah.
will tell you more. A mentor will mention your name in rooms that you can't enter. So
Yeah.
you need these two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
I
what's you
agree.
think people don't know much, or they don't know they need I don't think people know they need a coach. I don't think so. Because even I didn't, the whole of
Yeah.
2024, I don't think I was bothered about a coach, or 2023. But then sometimes you're just sitting there, you don't know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
lost. Because I've been to, I mean, I've booked for a number of your clarity sessions, and I definitely did gain a lot of clarity
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the based on where you've reached, right? There's a point you hit that you're like, I need help.
Yeah.
I need help.
Yeah.
I've tried all the things I know I should try, but it's not working. That is your indicator that you definitely have to find your guide
Yeah.
to be able to help you, you know.
Yeah.
Before you pick your coach, please also don't pick just because the person promises the results that you are trying to get.
Yeah.
But look at personality wise.
Yeah.
Maybe for your personality, you want a coach that is chatty, is
Yeah.
in your phone 247
Yeah.
and all of that. I may not be able to
Yeah.
provide that for you. And so you would say that it's her coaching program did not work for me.
Yeah.
So do that research. Make
That's
sure that
true.
the personality aligns with yours,
Yeah.
and make sure that the delivery of the program aligns with yours. Do all that research. Don't just chase the results that the person is, promising you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. I hope after this, you're booking a coach. You need a
I
coach.
pray
You
so.
need a coach. You have to invest in a coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% recommend. So, I'm so glad you were here today. I've learned so much, honestly. Thank you so much, Patty,
Thank
for
you for
pouring into us.
having me.
Yes. And do you have any last words? We've
Last
said a lot.
words.
Yes.
Last words. I think that feed your mind, feed your body, and feed your spirit. These are
Yeah.
three key things.
Yeah.
The way you put food in your body, make sure that your mind is also being, and your mind is your soul, so your mind is being fed. We spoke about you reading, and that is stimulating for her. So what activities for you are stimulating? For me, some it's a different reading does that for me, or listening to people speak about the things I enjoy does that for me. Prayer
Yeah.
does that for me.
Yeah.
There are times that you have something on your mind.
Yeah.
You enter a place of prayer, and it's like the pipe is unclogged, and
Yeah.
there are so many ideas.
Yeah.
So feed your spirit, feed your mind, and feed your body. These are key things that I do. I try to do every morning. So I take my walks because I need to feed my mind. That's one of the ways that I feed my mind, stimulating it by giving it activity to do. Then feeding my spirit, studying the word of God or listening to a sermon, and then feeding my body regular food.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those things are very,
Fried yam.
very. I've not had some in a while though. Be very intentional. Be intentional about you. That translates into your business. If you're not intentional about you, your business will only grow to the point where your mind gets to. So constantly seek to improve upon yourself as an individual, develop yourself, seek courses, seek coaches. Like coaches have the right coaches. Let me put the right, because there are also coaches that are not delivering results. So seek the right coaches to guide you on your journey, and trust in God. Make God number one in your life.
Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in to the business of your dreams. I really enjoyed this conversation. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it too. So, bye.